Welcome back to the Scenic Route Traveler. I'm Erin, and if you're new here, I've spent the past decade exploring over 40 countries around the world, always choosing the scenic route to find those unforgettable spots. Today, I'm taking you to a place that is full of color, history, and one of the most stunning views in Colombia. Welcome to Guatapé. Just a couple hours from Medellín, Guatapé is famous for its vibrant streets and this massive granite monolith called El Peñol. It's over 600 feet tall, and after climbing 740 steps, you're rewarded with breathtaking 360-degree views of the surrounding lake and mountains. But there's so much more here than just the rock. In this video, we'll get the best tips for a perfect day trip to Guatapé, including where to eat, what to see, and of course, how to make the most of the incredible views from the top of the rock. This morning we're on a tour to Guatapé, which is the essentially really tall rock that you can climb up. It's about 800 steps to the top, and it also is surrounded by lakes and reservoirs that you can also go take boats, kayaks, swim in. So we're doing a day trip to that area, which is supposed to be really beautiful. We started our day early in Medellín, hopping on a tour bus for the 2-hour journey to Guatapé. Along the way, we made a quick stop at a local roadside restaurant for a traditional Colombian breakfast. There's nothing quite like a fresh arepa and hot coffee to start your day. Plus, the ride itself to Guatapé is beautiful. You'll have lush green landscapes and rolling hills the entire way. Now let me tell you a little bit more about this region as we continue on the bus ride. First off, this area is famous for two main things: the colorful streets of town and the massive rock that towers over it all. El Peñol is almost 740 steps to the top. The rock is thought to be millions of years old, formed through volcanic and tectonic activity, and it's one of Colombia's most iconic natural landmarks. Then there's the Guatapé Reservoir, a man-made lake created back in the 1970s. It was built to provide hydroelectric power for the region, but now it's a huge attraction for both locals and tourists. The lake is dotted with little islands, and from the top of El Peñol, you can get an incredible view of the turquoise maze of water and greenery. And the town of Guatapé itself, it's like something out of a storybook. Every building is covered in painted panels, each telling a unique story or representing something special to the family or business owner. We're now at the famous rock in Guatapé. It's about 700 or 800 steps up to the top, so we are gonna try our best to get up there in a not slow time. Alright, we've made it to the base of the rock, so here's what you can expect when you arrive. First off, the rock is absolutely massive close up. Photos or videos don't do it any justice. You'll notice the long staircase zigzagging all the way to the top, and that's your way up. At the base, you'll find food stalls, shops, and cafes where you can grab a water or snack, and trust me, you'll want to stay hydrated because it's quite the workout. The first few flights are the toughest, but there are a few small rest stops on the way up where you can grab your breath and take in the view. Before you start your climb, don't forget to grab your ticket. Entry fees are about 20,000 pesos, which is about $5 US. The climb up may be a bit challenging, but the panoramic views waiting for you at the top are worth it. We officially made it to the top of the rock. It's over 700 steps. There's this main part where you can get food and drinks down here, but then you can also go a little bit higher up there, which adds probably about 75 to 100 more steps, but it's a beautiful view at the top, so if you're able to come, make it up, I recommend coming up. But I also recommend coming kind of earlier because you'll beat some of the heat of the day and the crowds as well. When you finally reach the top, the experience is breathtaking. You're greeted with sweeping panoramic views of the lush green landscape and the shimmering waters of the reservoir below. At the summit, there are plenty of facilities to make your visit more enjoyable. You'll find a small cafe where you can grab a refreshing drink or snack to recharge after your climb. There are also several viewing platforms perfect for capturing those Instagram-worthy shots. As you take in the scenery, you'll notice the contrast between the vivid green hills, the blue reservoir, and the vibrant colors of the surrounding houses in Guatapé. On a clear day, you might even see the far-off mountains in the distance. In addition to the stunning vistas, you'll find informative displays that share the history and significance of El Peñol, adding depth to your visit. The area is rich with legends and stories that make the experience even more intriguing. And don't forget to explore the area around the rock. There are benches and spaces to sit and relax while soaking in the beauty around you. If you're feeling adventurous, there are plenty of locals offering guided tours. The atmosphere is lively at the top, with other visitors sharing in the excitement of reaching the top, making it a fantastic spot to meet fellow travelers and share stories about your adventures. Now, let's talk about what you should bring to make your climb a success. First off, comfortable shoes are essential. You'll be navigating a lot of stairs, and having a good grip will make a big difference. Trust me, your feet will thank you later. And don't forget to pack plenty of water. Staying hydrated is super essential, especially with that altitude. A small backpack is perfect for your essentials. Throw in some sunscreen and a hat because it can get very hot when you're up there. Oh, and a light snack is always a good idea to keep your energy up. I've got my favorite granola bars with me, and of course, you'll want to bring your camera or smartphone. The views along the way are absolutely beautiful. But just remember to take your time and enjoy the journey. It's totally fine to take breaks and soak in the scenery. With the right prep, you're all set to conquer this iconic Colombian landmark. After we climbed the rock, we made our way to the town of Guatapé for lunch and to explore the colorful streets. Guatapé is a charming little town that feels like it's straight out of a postcard, with vibrant painted houses lining the cobblestone streets. It's known for its stunning, intricate paintings that adorn the lower walls of many houses, depicting local culture and history. As we wandered through the streets, we stumbled upon some lovely shops selling handmade crafts and souvenirs, perfect for picking up a little something to remember our trip by. The atmosphere is incredibly friendly, and it's easy to wander around for an afternoon. For lunch, we found a quaint restaurant in the center of town. I highly recommend trying some traditional Colombian dishes in some of these restaurants. You can also find plenty of spots offering fresh fish from the Reservoir, which is a local specialty. After lunch, don't miss a stroll along the waterfront promenade, where you can take in the stunning views of the reservoir and surrounding hills. There are benches to sit and relax, and you might even spot a local fisherman out on the water. After exploring the streets of Guatapé, we spent our last few hours soaking in the beauty of the reservoir with a boat ride. There are several options available, from private rentals to group tours. The day tour we were on had us on a guided tour to get a better sense of the area's history and natural beauty. It was cool to be down on the water, since we had already spent our morning looking up at it from the top of the rock. Our guide shared fascinating stories about the region, including how the reservoir was formed and the significance of the various islands dotting that landscape. We passed by some of the impressive homes lining the water's edge, many of which are vacation property owned by locals and tourists. These beautiful houses, often with colorful facades, create a picturesque setting as we cruised along. Some even have their own private dock, which adds to the charm of the scenery. During the ride, we also made a few key stops of interest, including La Manuel, the former vacation home of Pablo Escobar. It was intriguing to see the remains of this once opulent estate and learn about its place in history. The guide explained how the area has transformed over the years, moving from private getaway to popular tourist destination, now filled with visitors looking to explore the beauty of Guatapé. As part of the tour, we had the chance to stop at one of these small islands in the reservoir. This was a perfect spot to relax and take in the surroundings. The island was lush and inviting, with shaded areas and even a few spots for a picnic or lounge on one of the hammocks. We took the opportunity to unwind, enjoy the view, and even dip our toes in the water. Some people in the tour group decided to go for a swim, while me and my best friend lounged on land. This boat ride was a wonderful way to cap off our long day in Guatapé, giving us a chance to unwind and appreciate the stunning landscape from a different perspective. Whether you're an adventure seeker or simply looking to relax, spending time on the water here is a must-do when you're visiting Guatapé. It truly does capture the essence of this beautiful region, and it is a perfect way to end your exploration of the area. And that's a wrap on our incredible day in Guatapé, Colombia. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more travel experiences. I'd love to hear about your favorite moments in Guatapé or any questions you have, so drop a comment below. Thanks for watching and happy travels!